So I've been waiting. I have this huge announcement, and most of you know how horrible and horrific my family is. So I just got on TikTok and I see this memory, and this is how life has been. And just watch, and then I have an announcement at the end. I've been waiting till the right time, and this is definitely it. So if you know anything about me, you know that it's almost 5 years ago that actually, by my memories on Bookface, it has been 5 years ago that all this started. It was actually during the pandemic. And if you know anything about me, you know my mom had hereditary nonalcoholic cirrhosis of the liver. And she got a transplant just in time. Those of you that know, my mom lived 7 more years before she passed. And her father, my papa, his turn from stage 4 cirrhosis to the only other stage is stage 5, which is liver cancer, and passed of it. And if you know my story, you know that I've had a heck of a life, which is why I do everything I can to help other people, bring a smile to everybody else's face. And it's been a rough last 3 years too, because, you know, this video I made because I have a child. I was told I had 2 years to live over 3 years ago, and no one in my day-to-day life to be there for me. You'll see all the transplant appointment videos. I've you know, we go, you know, it's a whole thing. I'm with the transplant team. And I was also recently told that I had a spot on my lung. Well, because of the way my family is. Now, don't get me wrong, there are several members of my family that are amazing people. And there are some that are amazing people but just want to stay out of the drama. And long story short, I'm too honest. I'm too honest, and there's so much more to it. But when I found out, and this is what's so bad, is because they don't know what they did to my parents by doing this. They called me a liar, because as most of you know, that's what they do. Because they're you know, they're too scared. I mean, I didn't even remember the things they thought was going to be in my books. But since then, and just in the last year, I've been informed of what those things are. Yeah, another story. The point of this video is, God is good. He is the miracle worker. My son is my miracle, and my mom, you know, giving us 7 extra years is a miracle. And I know miracles. I know pain. I know grief. Every year I have a procedure, and for some reason, even other people that have cirrhosis, they're not, you know, stage 4, but I just, it's easier for them to go on with life. When you have the life that I have had in the past, and you literally have not one person that walks this earth that you haven't second-guessed their love for you. And people don't understand you in any way, because they don't understand honesty. They don't understand truth. I mean, people hate what they don't understand, right? So my announcement. My announcement is, well, during all this, I had a blood clot in my liver while my mama was on hospice. And 2 days after she passed, it just disappeared. They don't know where it went. That was 3 years ago. And what I'm about to tell you happened. And I waited until the next week. The spot on my lung is nothing. They're not even going to biopsy it. And my breathing test, they can barely tell that I'm a smoker. I know. But I'm going to show you this. So when my family, of course, I'm covering up address and stuff. When my family found out that I was sick, they didn't care. And I can go into all that later and going to in the series that I'm creating. But it's so bad that someone that married into the family physically attacked me in Walmart parking lot because she said I was lying about my liver. There is still a warrant for her arrest because of the physical damage that happened to me during this from my liver. They won't arrest her. Small town, big family. Actually a name of not the book coming out, but the next book that will be coming out. But it's that bad. And I could go on all day, but that's not what this video is about. This is what this video is about. So, I am going to, have to crop this a little bit. Cirrhosis of the liver. Okay, so when all this happened, like being physically attacked, I sent more than just this to family members. I didn't get an apology. The bottom line is, I went, like always, to get my yearly scope done. In September, my MRI, my CT, my blood work, still stage 4, diagnosed by biopsy. I was getting sicker and sicker. And these are spider veins. Like, there's a lot more to the story. But around 3 weeks ago, less than 4 weeks ago, I went to my hospital. Same hospital that saved my mama and my daddy's life. And where my mama had her transplant, because I'm with her transplant team. The doctor come in and said, Lucy, I don't know what to tell you, but I don't know what happened. I'm like, what are you talking about? First time I'm by myself, right? And in front of, he said, I overnight I can't see any cirrhosis at all. I said, what? With my life. I immediately, I FaceTime my husband so I can have a witness. And he, long story short, he takes me right then and there. He does 2 different tests, and then he did a heck of a lot of other blood tests, other scans, and ain't nobody business, so I'll get going. And all the blood work come back that I barely have fatty liver now. I had to wait on one last test before it was official. And that is what's been wrong with me, because was waiting for the other shoe to drop. Then the next week I get the news that my lung is healed. I don't have cirrhosis of the liver anymore, and I was stage 4. When you research, there's only a couple cases in the United States that have ever been recorded. Once you're stage 4, the point is, there's only one explanation. No one can explain my blood clot in my liver disappearing. No doctor can explain my lung clearing up, and now I barely have fatty liver when I'm with a transplant team. Miracles are real, and God did it all. Tell me different.